Hello everyone, I am Anurag. I welcome you to Coop Talks show. Here we discuss about various issues related to cooperatives. I welcome Sanjay Verma sir, founder of Coop Talks and expert on cooperatives. He will answer some of my questions. Uh, Hello sir, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Anurag.
Sir, can you share experience about to the viewers?
Uh, Good morning, everybody. This is Coop Talks show. Anurag is my colleague here, and I have been involved in the cooperative sector for the last 30 years. I retired as Director of National Cooperative Union of India, and I was handling the communications and public relations portfolio.
Sir, my first question is, what are cooperatives and why they are become important today?
Cooperatives are unique organizations. Cooperatives are membership based organizations, they are democratic organizations. The members, they are the owners of cooperative organizations. So cooperatives have an extensive network and reach in the country. So there are more than 8 lakh cooperative societies with almost 100% coverage in the villages. There is no field untouched in which cooperatives are not present, whether it is dairy, whether it is fertilizers, whether it is credit, whether it is tourism, and even new areas also, the cooperatives are always present. So cooperatives are, they govern the functioning of the cooperatives, democratic member control, autonomy and independence, concern for community, member economic participation, and collaboration among cooperatives, education, training, and information. So these are the principles of cooperatives, and the values of the cooperatives are very wide: self-help, responsibility, democracy, equality, solidarity, openness. So cooperatives are governed by the principles and values, and this really differentiates the cooperatives from other organizations.
Yes, sir. The next question is how our cooperatives are important as public and private sectors.
See, cooperatives are as important as public and private sector policies. And the cooperative, because the cooperative ministry was not there, a separate cooperative ministry was not there. So with the formation of the new Ministry of Cooperatives, the cooperatives are the focal point of the national agenda. So the government, in all policies, they give advantages to cooperatives. They prefer cooperatives, and they give certain concessions to cooperatives. And the discrimination which the cooperatives faced earlier, they are not present. For example, in taxation, in concession, in various other concessions, privileges, in certain schemes, the cooperatives are given preference, and now they are as important as the public and private sector, particularly after the formation of the new Ministry of Cooperation and private sector, and they cannot be neglected in the national economy.
Yes, sir. The question is why should I think of joining cooperatives when there are very jobs avenues in public and private sectors?
See, Anurag,
Hmm.
it's a very important question which you have asked, that why should anyone you know join cooperative organizations, or why should anyone associate with cooperative organizations when there are so many other multiple avenues, whether it is public sector and the private sector and the government sector, NGO sector, international sector. So the most important thing is that the recently the career and entrepreneurship opportunities in the cooperatives have increased. For youth, for youngsters, the cooperatives now offer an attractive career, and they are dreaming to get a corporate and private sector jobs.
Yes.
So why don't they think that why shouldn't we do MBA in cooperative management? And for example, Vaikunt Mehta National Institute for Cooperative Management, it offers course in PG diploma in agribusiness management, and it is equivalent to MBA, and the annual placement is, very good, 15 lakhs per annum, like that, and 100% placements are there. So similarly, there are, other institutes of management in the country, institutes for cooperative management. So, and the most important thing is that, working in a cooperative organization gives you a lot of satisfaction, because cooperatives are primarily, meant for the rural people, for the villagers, like that. And India, the cooperatives have a strong root in the rural areas. So if you work in a cooperative organization, and most importantly, socio-economic development of the communities for the society. So if you are working in a cooperative organization, you will have a lot of satisfaction that, see, I'm contributing for the, the poor people. I'm contributing for my society. I am contributing for the community. So sense of satisfaction in working in the cooperative sector is great. And the state cooperatives also offer a lot of stability as compared to the, the private sector. So when there was economic recession, when there were not jobs, the cooperatives organizations provided stability in jobs. And the people working in the cooperative organizations had stable jobs. So, there are so many, openings in the cooperative sector recently, after the formation of the initiatives of Ministry of Cooperation. And most importantly, the youngsters should dream of getting a job. And so many, rural labor cooperative contract society. So there are so many cooperative organizations in India where, you can browse through their career, portal, and you can get multiple job openings there. And you can join as a management trainee. You will be working as manager. And most importantly, if a person has an engineering background, he can join with these cooperative organizations as engineers, engineer trainee. And similarly, those who have a financial and accounting background, they can enter the financial sector in the as a career in the cooperative sector. And most importantly, the cooperatives, offer a very good entrepreneurial opportunity, because most of the youngsters, they, think of starting, private company, corporate company, or NGO. So, they can start a cooperative in a private sector. Simple, one person dictates the show, and it's a very exploitative framework. In the cooperatives, all the members are the owners of the cooperative organizations. So if you start a cooperative, you will feel that, there are so many like-minded people who are working with me. I will have their insights, and they will have an equal say in decision making. So you have to have a business objective. You have to have a business proposal, and you can set up a cooperative, register it. And there are the advantages of starting a cooperative organization are that there will be many, organizations which will support you. The government is also supporting you with financial support. If you have got good business proposal, then the government will financially support you and provide you the land, uh, supports financially those people who have started cooperative organizations since the last 1 year, and they have a good net worth, and they have got a sound business proposal. Similarly, there's so many other, avenues where the schemes of the government through which you can start up a cooperative enterprise. And I'm telling you, there are so many, youngsters, they have set up a cooperative organization. For example, there is a few young people, they have set up a media cooperative in Kerala, which is running very good. Similarly, in Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, there's some youngsters from engineering background. They have set up a technology cooperative where they're providing, computer software services and other services to the people, and they're earning good profit, and they are working as a team spirit, and it is a growing type of organization. Similarly, there are so many government and the private sector. They have got a very attractive alternative career option, that is cooperatives.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience.
So this cop talk show uh, is basically for those people who are working in the cooperative sector, and most importantly, for those who wish to be associated and get benefited with the cooperative sectors. where we will try to spread the messages of cooperatives in a simple way so that the people who are not associated with cooperatives, they think of joining the cooperative, associating themselves with the cooperative organizations. So please, subscribe to this channel and like, share, and comment